I've owned the Retroid Pocket 5 now for just under 5 months, and I did not expect it to change the way in which I game. A few months ago I made a video about how I felt burnt out playing games, but now I feel more rejuvenated than ever, and it's all thanks to this small but mighty handheld. Now, I have always loved retro gaming, but it's not exactly convenient. And modern gaming, as far as enjoyability go, it's not much better. My PlayStation 5, it's basically collecting dust. My Nintendo Switch, it is a remaster and port machine of games that I played 10 years ago. Now, before I bought this, and even now, nothing was really exciting me in gaming. So I decided at that point in time to go back and replay the Xenoblade Chronicles series. After I finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country, I had the sudden urge to play Xenosaga. So that night, February 18th, 2025, I happened to see a video on YouTube by Russ from Retro Game Corps reviewing the Retroid Pocket 5, and I was like, wait a minute, this looks like something that I would actually be interested in. So I ordered one, and then a couple days later I picked up this pristine copy of Xenosaga off of eBay for $21. I decided at that point that this would be the first game that I play on the Retroid Pocket 5. Once my Pocket came in, I dumped this game onto my PC, and then I dumped it onto an SD card, and then I dumped it onto the Retroid Pocket, and then I dumped it onto Aether SX2, and then I could finally play Xenosaga. And man oh man, I instantly fell in love with the Retroid Pocket 5. This thing is everything I want from a handheld. It's light, it fits perfectly in my backpack's dedicated handheld pocket, and the Indigo color scheme inspired by the GameCube, absolutely beautiful. The screen is fantastic, it is an AMOLED, and somehow it feels like a premium experience even though it's made by a small company catering to a niche that the mainstream has ignored. Since getting this device, I've been on a tear. I completed more games in the last 3 months than I did in 2022, 23, and 24 combined. I've been buying PS2 and PSP games again, and I've barely scratched the surface. I haven't even touched my PlayStation 1, Wii, Game Boy, or that console I can't legally name but rhymes with which. However, all of these are perfectly emulated, so now playing my retro collection, it's not just convenient, but it's fun. Even PlayStation 3 emulation is making groundbreaking advances on Android. Right now, the Retroid Pocket 5 can play some of the more lightweight titles, and I have no doubt here in a few years, when I upgrade to a Retro Pocket 7, 8, or maybe even 9 if I wait that long, I have no doubt that my entire PlayStation 3 collection will at this point be fully playable via Retroid Pocket. I won't even be playing them on the actual console anymore. And since I can dock the Pocket to a TV, I mean, it's basically a Switch. It's a modern PSP in every way that I would want the PSP to be. On top of that, it runs Android. I'm an Apple Power user, so I've not been in the Android ecosystem since the Samsung Galaxy 5. So I'm discovering all these things that is normal to everybody else, but is groundbreaking and revolutionary to me. Being in an ecosystem that is open, basically open source to everything, it's just awesome. I love it. And on top of that, thanks to the Retroid Pocket being in the best control scheme, being very similar to the PlayStation Vita, I am now able to play them in the best way possible, as if they're actual dedicated games. And if the game doesn't have dedicated controller options, I can just go into the settings of Android itself and map them to the buttons. You can't do that on iPhone. Every time I put my iPhone down and I play on this, I feel like I'm jumping 10 years into the future. I can't really put this experience into words and do it justice. You might be thinking to yourself, why would I buy a Retroid Pocket if my gaming PC can not only emulate but do it much better than the Retroid Pocket 5? Well, let's be honest, emulating on PC versus a Retroid Pocket, that's like going to a track day at a racetrack and driving the Miata they had instead of the Dodge Viper. Yeah, it's the same idea. Yeah, they do the same thing. Yeah, the Miata's smaller and lighter so it can take turns better, but is it as fun as a Viper? No. And in this case, the Retroid Pocket 5 is the Dodge Viper. Can it do things as well as the Miata? No, it is significantly faster. The same way this looks significantly cooler than a PC, but racing on a track in the Viper versus the Miata feels more authentic. The same way playing your games on this, it doesn't feel like emulation, it feels like an authentic gaming experience. If you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Go buy one. It's liberating to play your retro collection on the go, like it's an official handheld. When I was a kid, I used to play LEGO Star Wars on the GBA, and I would wish it looked like the PlayStation 2 version. Now, I can play the actual PlayStation 2 version on a handheld better than the original hardware. I've already sunk hundreds of hours into this thing, and I fully expect hundreds more, and it doesn't stop here. There are tons of form factors, customization options, swappable buttons and sticks, even 3D printed accessories from Etsy, and official grips now from Retroid. This thing feels like a hobby in itself just buying things for it. And yeah, I'm one of those weirdos who won't emulate a game unless I physically own it, so now I want to buy everything I dreamed of playing as a kid. Every game I show in future pickup videos, just know, unless it's for Switch 2, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, or Vita, it's getting played on the Retroid Pocket 5. If you've watched this far into the video, you're either a real one, or you're still undecided on buying the Retroid Pocket. This is it. This is your sign. Go buy that Retroid Pocket, wait by your mailbox and hope and pray to God that President Trump does not put new tariffs on China so that what you pay is exactly what you pay and no additional tax. And eventually, it'll arrive to your home and straight to your pocket, just as the name suggests. I cannot stress enough how this has changed my gaming life, and it will change yours as well. With all that being said, I'm Cruzandro, and if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button for more videos like this, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Drop a comment, let me know your opinions on the Retroid Pocket 5. Try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.